Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. And we'll drop that one in there. So thus now connected up those 9 tanks tucked in there out of the way. Then we come back, actually we're going to go up here because I just noticed there's a couple of tiny little bits of landfill up here and I actually quite like to tidy these up a bit. So if we go super small on here, we'll cut these 2 trees down and then 1, 2. That's a block of 4 I've got to go in there, and that's the same there, a block of 4 on there. And basically I want to kind of square this out a little bit. Bring that one up. And we'll go over like that. There we go. That's looking pretty good now. There. Okay, I like that. And I guess I could go and do something similar over here and just use up this landfill that I'm carting around. Like that. So we'll go to this little bit of island right here and I'm going to do a little bit of tidying up. I find this, like, remarkably therapeutic. Going to all of this nature and straightening it up. Because, quite frankly, nature makes it look untidy. Look at it here. It's just an untidy mess. There's no need for this, nature. You don't need to be leaving it looking like this at all. See? Isn't that much better? Bring that up there and then fill in those bits. And bring a line down there. We're going to have to sort of fill in around the edges of these little bits as well. And we kind of do it like that. And over that way. Down here. Obviously, I don't have to go and do this. What's this like? Oh, that's sand. There, we've got sandy beaches. Okay, I never noticed that we had sandy beaches in this game. Like not like proper sandy beaches. I didn't notice that that was even a thing. It's not really the type of game that you associate with sandy beaches. Put that down there. Although, after I finish, there ain't much sand left. Is there? Not a lot. What are you doing, Frith? I hear you cry. I'm using up landfill as efficiently as I possibly can. That's what I'm doing. Why? Because I have to. Purely for that reason and no other. Right, we've got another one. Advanced nickel smelting right in there. Start that research. We've got 190 left for landfill. That. And there. Over here. Right, well, we're nearly done. I would say I've done a pretty good job of straightening and tidying up nature right there. It's also gotten rid of the landfill, so I've got a bit more space in my bags. That's the important thing right there. Okay, so we have got the styrene is heading up that way. We've got the ethyl benzene coming in down this way. And the styrene is all connected up all the way through. The ethyl benzene is going into that tank. They've already got 120,000 in that tank up there. And this one here has got about 30,000. So I just need to set up a couple of belts on here now. Because, remember, we have also got to do the green metal catalysts on this bit. So you're going to go out by 1, and you're going to go that way. And then we'll go underground belt here. And then I'll pop another one out to that point. That's going to go over this way. And then we run those metal catalysts down to that point. I can then go and take these Put them in the middle like that. Go in the middle of each of these. There and there. Right. Boom and boom like that. That's looking good. So then I can go and take these, and we got the short pickup, but we got the long drop off like that. That's how they will work. I can then go and copy and paste those down through there like that. We're going to put power poles here so that we've actually got power for these stations as well, like that. And then the only other thing that I'm going to want is these are going to come out and drop onto the conveyor belt. So I want to put one in the middle of each of these sets of pipes like this. And then I've got to set them to copy these. Just like that. I haven't changed those at all. Do they need to be on the same side? Actually, I think they do. That was the whole point of this. I moved those so these have actually got to be all on the same side of the belt. So I've got to change those, and we've got to move the offset to the near side of the belt like that. So I'll run that through and I'll copy those in so that they are all lined up in exactly the same position. And then I can start putting these in through here like that. And we're done. Right, so I've got 1,000 of these on the way. No, I got 400 on the way. But I believe we've been running out at times. So I'm actually going to change that, and I'm going to move it on up to 2,000 green catalysts are going to be in there. Just to make sure that we have always got enough. And then we've got the empty catalysts running back down this way to the empty catalyst store just down here, and then we've got the empty catalyst box down here. So we're not needing to make any more of these at the moment until that one has filled all the way. It's going to stop right now, and then these are just going to run continuously as fast as they can take them off the belt, which is ideal. So I also want to just go and check down over here. So we've got the wait, where are the catalysts being done? It's not there. I thought it was there for a minute. No, it's down over here. There. We have got up here, we've got 4,300 green catalysts being made in there, and I've got 800 of those. We've got plenty of green catalysts being made, so we haven't got any issues with that, so we don't need to worry about it. Advanced silicon smelting right there. We've got all kinds of different processes that will go with the advanced silicon smelting. We can ignore most of it for now. And I want to go back over here. It's just that one that I haven't actually started up. Oh, we've got everything in place. I just don't have a connection. And these aren't close enough together because where I had it previously, they didn't need to be like that close together. So we need to do that and actually have that one working. I'm going to have a look over this side. I've got no methane gas left. That was now empty. The ethane in there is looking good, and so is the butane. Which means that these three in here, this is the processing of the natural gas liquids, which is this one. That's also being used up. That's disappearing faster. Gas condensate. I'm not quite sure what we do with that. And I've got acid gas. So the acid gas is actually something that I want to try and use up. That's going to end up causing us some problems soon if we're not careful. So we want to have a look through here. Acid gas in there. Usage. We've got 4 uses. Hydrogen fluoride and hydrogen sulfide gas, as well as carbon dioxide. So we make hydrogen sulfide and hydrogen fluoride gases. I can use that. The sulfide one, I think, is one that we'll actually be wanting to do quite a bit with, if I remember correctly. We also going to want acid gas going in here to make the rancid puffer the gaseous atmosphere puffing, and then we can fill bottles. So there's only 2 processes we can use this acid gas for, but it's that hydrogen sulfide gas. Now, curious what we use that for. Hydrogen sulfide gas usage makes sulfur. Enriched hydrogen sulfide gas. Nothing much going on here. Heavy water as well. We make heavy water with it, but that's only 1 gas. And sulfuric acid. Hydrogen sulfide gas to make sulfuric acid. Is that even something that we can do? It doesn't have a technology associated with it. Neither does that one. So if I have a look in here and I go to make sulfur, sulfur right there, hydrogen sulfide gas and oxygen. Oh, it is. We do actually have it. It is one that we've got. Alright, so we can actually turn the acid gas into sulfur, essentially. Which is quite good, because we're getting rather full on that, and we're not using it. So that's going to ultimately end up choking up this entire system, is the acid gas. That's why we've got to keep a bit of an eye on that one, because that one is now going to be the problem one. Styrene is busy being made. So it's this one here now. It's the next one that I want to work on, is that hydrogen fluoride gas being converted back into hydrogen hydrofluoric acid. Hydrogen fluoride is to make hydrofluoric acid. Should be fairly simple. Let's go and have a look, shall we? He says fairly simple. It's probably not fairly simple. Let's see, hydrogen fluoride gas usage right here. So we make hydrofluoric acid right there. We can void it. And we've got a couple of bits over here. So we have got a pufferfish thing that we can do with it. But it's this one right here. So I need purified water. Where is the nearest supply of purified water that we have on this map? I know I'm using purified water in places. It is there. I've got purified water coming in here. So I've got it going up there. It's coming down through here. This way. It's coming up from there. It's going across. It's coming out onto that bit. Purified water down here. Good gravy. How far have I taken this stuff? Ah, purified water is running across here. It's coming in from here. This is where we're getting our purified water from. I'm busy getting rid of salt water out of there. So I got purified water being made as fast as I can. The saline water is being ditched. And this is the purified water tanks. Am I connected to these? I am connected to these water tanks. And they're full. So I'm actually producing the purified water still faster than I can get rid of it. So we don't have an issue with the purified water. I've just got to hook into the line somehow. Now I've got a bit that's coming over there, which is probably the closest line. It is right down here. I'm wondering if I should try and connect direct to the tanks. If I could take it out here, that would be... That's actually directly in line with the tanks on that one, which is a bit of a shame. Direct in line with the tanks there. I could bring it out on the side and then bypass that lot. I can skip over that lot. Come up through here, come up through there. Up to this point, and I've got the purified water. A fresh line straight from the tanks, which I think might be a better option. Okay, start advanced solder casting. So let's first go and get the purified water up here. And we're going to try and sort of skip over a whole load of those items down there. Right through this lot. So I come down here. Right. I've got that lot there. It does seem to be keeping up with production, but I'm also... Oh no, I've got... Yeah, I don't want to interfere with those. If I could bring it up, out onto the side, bring this over, and then have an extra pipe coming in. So that I've got an extra purified water pipe coming into these tanks. Thinking that might be beneficial to us. So if we put that one down there. And remove that. And I put in a copper pipe. And then I put an underground pipe that will go to that point. And then I go 1, 2, like that. So we take just a little bit of that purified water coming down into the tanks down here. Next, I want to have a pipe that will come out of this side. And I put you in, and then I can go up this way. So I go 1 and 2 like that, and we go in a straight line there. Up to that side. Right here. This goes right next to this belt, which is actually quite handy. Take you up there. Right the way up to that point. And I will go straight across to there like that. And then actually, I need a little bit of landfill to go there. There is a robot somewhere that's got a piece of landfill that will go right on that bit. But if I remove that pipe, I mean, I could bring it up a little. Let's just bring it up a little bit higher. We'll put it up there for now. And connect that one in. So I've got purified water is at that point right there. I can now deal with this gas. So hydrogen fluoride gas. To make hydrofluoric acid requires a chemical plant. So we will take our chemical plants right here. There's 2 ingredients coming in, which means that I do have to have these separated out a little bit. I'm going to want to have room for 9 more tanks over here somewhere. Actually, you know what? We can have process areas in here. This is going to be fine. We'll do the tanks over that side. So I'll go 1, and then I've got to make sure I've got them separated. I'm actually thinking that 5 would probably be enough for this. I don't think we need to go overboard on that one. So if I put that down there, I can then go and put hydrofluoric into hydrogen fluoride. No, it's not the one. Hydrogen fluoride gas and purified water makes hydrofluoric acid. There. That one. Copy these into place. And then I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then these will be doubles. That. This one up here will just be a single line all the way across. I can then go like that over to that side, and then these in here will actually stay on the inside of this. They'll just go to that point. I will have, I'll do it from this one, because that'll go straight up into there and connect up those. And then I can also come along this way, and we can connect in the purified water pipe. That one's going to go right there like that. So I've actually connected that in all the way across already, with just 1 pipe in there. And there's nothing else I need to do. We don't have any solid products or anything extra coming out of this. So I just put that one down over there, like that. And I have now connected this up. So I've got the hydrogen fluoride gas going in, and then I've got the acid coming out up there. So the next thing I need to do is bring this in. Now, what I want is the gas, the acid is coming in up there, needs to take priority over the acid that's coming in down here. So what we've got to do to make that work is we're going to have a look at barreling, and we need to have a look. So we've got an inspector valve. Pipe section can hold 1,000 units of fluid and can be connected to a wire. So we can check how much is coming in and so on. Non-return, overflow, top-up. Allows flow if the output side is below 80%. And that's the one that we want. We want just a top-up valve. We can do this with a single top-up valve. Any problem. There it is. It's flashing at me. So the top-up valve is what we'll put in here. Like that. Allows flow if the output side is below 80%. That's all we need to have. And we go in here. Now we've got advanced tin casting. Start research. Then I can go up this way, and I've got to make sure that I keep this acid run separate. So I've got it coming in up over there. The other stuff has got to come in and connect into that pipe only. So we're going to bring it in up against this side, and then we're going to bring it down. So that one over there. Bring it over by one. I will then put an underground pipe to this side, and I'll bring that over there. That one's going to go like that. Connect those in like this. I then can take an underground pipe, and that's going to go in a line all the way down. I'm just going to put it right there in the middle so it's not interfering with anything. And then it can come down here. It'll go in the middle of those two. Again, it won't be interfering, and that will drop into there. So what I've got is I've got these hydrofluoric acid tank is now completely full. But the main supply... Oh, wait, no, that is correct. The main supply of hydrofluoric acid that I've got is coming from down here. This is what we're making. So we've got all of this hydrogen fluoride, fluorite ore coming in there. And also sulfuric acid coming in. And that is being converted into the hydrofluoric acid here. So that's my main supply. But this one won't run until this whole lot is below 80%. And the recycling process from these two tanks is going up through there. And that goes in beforehand. So we recycle that first, and then we only make fresh stuff sort of at the end of it. In order to make this work properly, though... Well, not make that work properly... Right, we were using this, we were getting rid of this, and it was being moved out of the way. And that was really good. We've emptied this one out just about, but we're going to want more than that in order to allow this to work. Because everything filled up here, and we backed up, and it was a bit of an issue. So I actually need to put down a couple more warehouses in here to make this work. I've got to find some space for them. So first up, we will get rid of that lot there, and some belts. We'll get rid of those belts and those. This is too much for me to pick up. The slag over here can be moved around. That can just come down that way and go over that way like that. So that's out of the way. Did I pick up any slag just then? I did. I picked up one, very annoyingly. Z, I think. Yeah. You press it, you hold it, you press Z, and it drops it onto the line. Right. In order to make this work, put one down there. Put one down there. And I'll put one there. Right, so I've got 4 of these warehouses now, which is an insane number of warehouses to have, but it's what we're going to need to make this work. Those will come across over to there. We will put 1, 2, 3, 4 in there like that. And I'll put a power pole here, and I'll put one over here. And then I'm going to direct these. So we go 1, 2... That's going to have to go out of the way. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over there, and then this is going to come out here onto a belt. Onto this belt. 3, 4, like that. There, this one we will offset near side, and add that one as well. Then I can put some belt out over this way. That one's going to go that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Put you in, and then we go 1. Can't reach. 2, 3 in there, and now I've got all of the ore coming in round. So I've got 4 warehouses that I can store up the ore in, and we've also got the fluoric wastewater that can store up in there, which means that this lot can just keep chugging along. The issue we're going to have is actually the fact that this one is being filled up with these crystals, and we're going to need to do something about that. So for now, I can't really do a lot about it, but what I can do is I can just dump in an extra warehouse. So it's not... It is a bit of a stopgap solution to just keep chucking in these warehouses, but it does work as well, so why not? There's a little bit more space, so that'll allow that to just keep going for a little bit longer. So we've now got plenty of room for all the fluoric ore and the fluoric wastewater disposal system, plus we've got the acid stuff working over here, and we've got these, and then above all we've got styrene liquid being made up there, which is only the first half of making the rubber in the first place. So then we need to go back into here, and it's the next stage on that. We've got more research we can go and set going in a minute. A craft on here. So butadiene is the only other process that we need to get set up, which means that we're going to want green metal catalysts, naphtha, and steam. Now, I could put that going up there so that I'm quite close to the steam supply, but I don't actually want to. I'm going to do that one down over here because it actually puts me a little bit closer to the naphtha supply down here. And getting the green metal catalysts over is actually not really a problem. I can bring them over there, and then we can loop the empty used green metal catalyst, the metal catalyst frames. They can come back over here and loop back in onto the belt down here. And they'll be on the correct side of the belt as well if we're just placing them up against it. So that's actually going to work really nicely. Start that one up. That's actually going to work really well in our favor on that little bit. Now, why aren't you running here? That's because the butane gas is full. Benzene, ethylene, hydrofluoric. Wait, what? Not butane, the benzene gas. The benzene, that's the butane there coming in. The steam, it doesn't actually, you can't mouse over them and see what they are. It's, you just got to look at the whole list. So that's the benzene gas. The benzene is full. That's fine, though. We can cope with that. I was going to do something with the residual gas, because that's going to fill up, and we're going to need to be able to do something with it. So we go to usage for this. If we mix that with some base mineral oil, we can make some lubricant, which is something that we're going to be wanting a lot of. I just can't remember what we use all of the lubricant for. It's like polish and stuff like that. But there's not, like, loads of stuff that we use lubricant for, which is a bit of an issue. Usage in here. Making motor blocks, making milling drums, repairing, replenishing milling drums, making accelerator coils, bearings, ceramic bearings, more motor blocks, nitinol bearings, titanium bearing, and more motors. So there are quite a number of different recipes that we need in order to be able to make the stuff. So we would set that. That would be one of the things that we should set up then. So residual gas use, that's one of them. Then we make liquid fuel, and we can use that for powering all kinds of things, like the base. We just get the fuel oil and we turn it into liquid fuel, and you can do that. We don't want those. Crude oil and residual. That's the one that we want this for. Crude oil mixed with residual gas. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.